Lega Displau. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am A to the D. Welcome. All right, so appreciate you guys for being here. D Pusher, D Grower, the motivator. So listen, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. This is Freestyle Friday. I don't know how this show is going to go. I got some stuff on my brain. I got my brother Kaneem hanging in the wing already, so that's amazing. That's dope. And I sent the link out to a few others. Let's see how this show goes. Sometimes I've done before. Just open it up, and we might open it up to everybody else. Appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. or every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, make sure you share. Make sure you stay connected. And if you're missing any of the thingamajiggies, text LWN to 84576. Join our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. We're going to have an amazing show. It's Friday. For some, it's the end of the week. Oh. I was eating this morning. For others, you just notice like, what face? Can you clown at me now? Like, I see that, brother. So for some, it's the end of the week. For others, this is the beginning of the week. For me, it's just another day. My days kind of run together. There are no, oh, it's Monday. Oh, it's Friday. It's just every day I'm hustling. So every day is the same. Every day is the same. Good Friday. Look at that. Kathy in the building. Great morning to you, my friend. All right. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off. Listen, I just need you to share. Share to one person. Tag one person if you're in Facebook. Tag one person. One person. And put it in your inbox. Feel free to spam. I approve of that. Spam everybody. Spam them. Just say, hey, watch this. Check this out. Watch this. Look at this. Check it out. Be careful with your wording when you're sharing on Facebook because they'll block you. They'll shut your sharing down. All right. Without further ado, this is your opportunity to share. So I'm going to get started. So let's go. I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy.
Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come.
A co-op has to start with ownership. Right. We have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Mm-hmm. Because this is covenant.
The whole premise is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this just possible, often vested in the legacy.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Good morning.
Moaning.
How's everything going, my brother? You good? Everything good?
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you that story in a little bit.
Story time? Is it public
I
story
got
time?
one.
I
got one.
Can it be shared? Can you share it to the world?
Oh, yeah, man. So, it is Freestyle Friday.
Yes, indeed.
So, I call myself being the great parent that I am. Let me pat myself on the back. Decided I was going to take my kids, 15, 16 to New Manchester High School to the biggest parking lot with not one car in it.
Oh, okay.
And let
Okay.
them drive around the parking lot.
All right.
All
right.
you just trying to do my little daddy duty.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sounds reasonable. Sounds possible.
Yes,
Big parking lot. Ain't nothing going
Parking,
down.
no cars. Not
No cars. Right.
Not a car in sight.
The most damage would be to your car and nobody else. That's all
I ain't got to that part yet.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right. So what happened?
So I let my youngest boy get in. I got my timer set on 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes to do donuts, whatever you need to do to get used to this steering wheel. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So we're in this parking lot. You know, I'm teaching them go how to first of all, we have a little tutorial.
Okay.
What's the steering wheel at?
Indeed.
Where your blinkers at?
There you go.
What's the brake? What's the gas? What's the gear shift?
Instant.
How you do your windshield? You know, what's the different parts on the interior cab of the car? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We get all that part out the way.
Yes, indeed.
So my youngest boy, he in the driver's seat. You know, he trying to get used to driving. I'm telling him you can't drive with 2 feet. You can't press the gas and the brake at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's a habit. It's the first thing. You know, you like, I got 2 feet. Why they not both working? I'm with him.
Yeah, because I just want him to understand that you can't press the gas and the brake. One of them gonna get you in trouble.
Right.
But if you got 1 foot, you always got control of which one you putting your foot on. So we get to that part. So we're going around. I'm telling him, stay in the line. Don't touch the lines. If you touch the lines, that's an error. So you know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure you understand that. So we're going up and down, up and down. Right. I tell them to pull in the parking space, and then, you know, make sure you're in between the lines. Right. Make them get out the car. Go ahead, get out the car. See if you're in between the lines. You in between the lines? Yeah, I'm in between the line, but I'm too far from the front. I say, all right, well, we're going to do it again, you know, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So then I have them back into a space, like pull in backwards into a space. So and do the
That's
same
the most
thing.
challenge. That's one of the challenges.
Yeah, because you ain't been in reverse yet. All you've been doing is going forward. So, don't put him in reverse. You know what I'm saying? He did that. Couldn't do it straight. We parking like this. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So anyway, the buzzer go off 15 minutes up. Baby girl get in the car. She all hyped up. I should have known by her reaction when she got in the driver's seat that she not listening. Her head is already kind of, I know what I'm doing, but you ain't never been in a driver's seat in nobody's car, ever. So I sent her through the whole little thing with steering wheel, brakes, blah, blah, blah. What's the cab look like? Windshield wipers and all that good stuff. So we get into all that. I said, all right, you think you ready? She got both feet on the gas and the brake. I said, no, we can't do that.
Right.
But the whole thing about it is when I tell her she ready to go, right? We still in park. I was like, oh Lord, this gonna be real challenging right here. I can see already. I say we gotta put it in. We gotta put it in drive first. What's going on, bro? Okay. We gotta put it in drive first.
Right.
So all right, we put it in drive. We get in there. She started taking off. You know what I'm saying? Going slow. I'm trying to get her to understand, you know, the power of the car. So I tell her, ain't nothing wrong. So I tell her, all right, give it a little gas. She give it a little gas. She take off a little bit. All right, press the brake. I'm just trying to get her used to it. Gas, brake, gas, brake, gas, brake. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm trying to, because she trying to look at her feet. While she doing gas, brake. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't look at your feet. You got to look at where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at where you're going. So she gas, brake, gas, brake. So we going around. Now I'm telling her the same thing. Don't touch the white line.
Yes.
Do this. Just keep going. Make a left. She trying to turn, but she turning with the steering wheel each way instead of letting the steering wheel kind of slide back through her hand and straighten up. She trying to straighten it up. So I'm telling her, like, be calm. It's all good. It ain't hard as you think it is. So we doing all that, right? So I should have known it was an omen. or premonition
Uh-oh.
or some voodoo or it was something going on in the atmosphere that wasn't right.
Uh-oh. Oh,
My wife called.
okay.
What y'all doing? I said,
All
we
right.
at the parking lot at the high school.
Okay. Okay.
Who doing what? I said, Bree driving. My wife like, what? I said, yeah, she driving. She said, my wife said, all right, call me back. As
Okay.
soon as I hang up, I said, all right, you ready? She just take off. Straight toward the football field.
Oh.
I say, break, 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 break.
Oh no.
Hey, instead of her pushing the brake,
She
she
pushed
pushed
the
the
gas.
gas and stayed on the gas. Dog, she turned at the last minute
Oh.
and hit the curb,
Okay. Okay.
bust the tire.
Oh.
I say, oh.
Oh.
I said, why you didn't brake?
Right.
She looking at me. I said, ain't that over here but discuss. Why you ain't pushed the brake?
Right.
So I got out the car, looked at everything that was going on. I'm 38 hot.
Right.
I was like, oh, I ain't even talk to him. I couldn't.
No,
I couldn't say
I
nothing
know.
because
You
it
say
would have
nothing.
been shock to her system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Right.
Then my son get out the car. He ain't make it no better.
Of course not.
You
This is-
okay? What? Okay.
He about to get these hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta change this flat tire. I had no reason to be changing. You talking about,
Right.
am I okay? I said, oh Lord, hey, it's just silence all the way to the house. Hey, we get to the house. I parked the car, right?
Right.
They getting out the car. I get out the car. I look at her. She look at me. She said, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I know you ain't doing it on purpose. You ain't trying to kill us on purpose. So that was my all this happened in the span of 30 minutes.
I see.
Well, less than because my buzzer didn't go off.
I'm about to say she didn't do a whole 15.
She ain't get a whole 15 minutes, man. I told my wife, I said, well, I guess we'll have to go ahead and pay for that little driving school because I never, ever
Right. Everyone
get in the car with her until she got permit, license, and everything.
You need that.
I can't afford to teach her to drive if it's
You
going to
need
be
that
like
that dual control car.
I can't afford to teach you to drive if you're going to tear up something every time we get in there. Your very first time we tear up something.
Right.
Oh, no.
We're gonna get
My
you
wife
gonna hit
said,
something.
why are you taking that stance? I said, because I can't afford to take another one. Why would,
Right.
hey, if it happened again, it's on my watch.
Right.
But if I let her tear up somebody else who's a professional, who got everything that, hey, she learned.
He got the extra insurance. He
and
got
she
the
was
extra
another
coverage.
professional. So if they run into a curb or hit another vehicle
Oh no.
in the park,
No.
well, because they only drive in the parking lot. They don't really get on the streets until
Right.
weekend.
But the difference is he got pedals on his side too. He
can press the brake. Yeah. He got a brake to press.
You gonna
I
need to go
started
get
to
out
grab
this
the
car
steering
now.
wheel, but I didn't want to make it worse than what it was because she was going kind of fast. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Your mom was like, if I grab it, it might go worse. I got you.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I wait till you get all you need, permit. I want you to be 100% legal when we get in the car together again. You know what I'm saying? That way, if anything happens,
the professional said you can drive. You
got yes.
A professional said, "Here you go.
Yeah.
You can drive now."
Because your old man just is shocked. I mean, that was a traumatic experience right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Indeed.
But anyway, that was my little story on Freestyle Friday.
Whew. Wesley, what's up, my brother? It's been a minute since you've been on. So what's going on, my brother? What's good? What's been happening in your world in the fatherhood space? We got the babies. Can you hear me?
Man.
Oh, okay.
Man, you was kind of breaking up. You saying basically what's happening?
What's happening in like your fatherhood space with all the babies?
Oh man, what's not happening at all times? I mean, it's always something. I mean, right now we're kind of going through the whole. It takes 6 weeks for sickness to kind of go through the whole household phase. So it started off with me,
right?
And then got my wife, but now it's taking its time with my kids, and it's doing.
Right.
All the kids are kind of ill, like one by one. So,
Right.
that's always kind of like crazy because it just makes things a little bit harder to get done because you got to
Right.
adjust to it now. But yeah,
Right.
man, all the kids are growing, being louder than ever, and shyer than ever in front of people for whatever reason. Like, it's hilarious. Yeah, but
Nice.
everything's
How
going
many
good,
kids
man.
you got, bro?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
You got
Man,
enough
so
to
yeah.
keep you busy.
Yeah, man. It's right now kind of like a never-ending thing. We actually just got one of our children. We moved him out of our bedroom because he had been in there in the playpen.
Okay.
And we just moved him out, so we feel like we kind of got our lives back to some degree. So we were like, cool, because we hadn't had our room for so long that I forgot what it was like to even have your own space, your own bedroom. So that's kind of exciting. But now he's sick again, so he's back in the room. So it didn't last for about nothing for about 2 or 3 days.
Oh man.
But yeah,
How old is your oldest?
oldest is 3. I got a 2-year-old, and then one is like 6 months.
Oh man, you got your hands full all day and all. Well, you and your wife got your hands full all day and all night.
Yeah,
Well, at least
it's
they all
pretty.
close together, man. That way, when they all get a little older, you ain't got too much to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what everybody says. I mean, there's so many different schools of thought. Like, some people say, space them out 2 years, space them out more than 2 years, or just have them all at the same time. So that's kind of like what our plan is. But it's really on God, like whatever his plan is for real.
Yeah.
But we're figuring, like, hey, it's going to be harder, but in the long run, they'll be close at least, So we'll
That's
just
for sure.
try to get them all out of the way.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, don't say that now. You might got one coming next year now. You never know how they pop out like that now.
Man, my man, dude, like, man.
I ain't trying to put that on you. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, but man, dude, like, our life is one big close call, bro. Like, like we have like that kind of like that stuff happens where it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be on God, man. But yeah, we would like a little bit of a break for sure.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But,
Well,
yeah.
Hey, you got 3 beautiful kids, man. Enjoy them, because when they grow up, well, like you say, on God, they may be angels,
right?
But they may be disrespectful. I got a little disrespect in some of mine. So, hey, but that's just teenagers. All mine teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
15,
right.
15, 18. Yeah, they all trying to find themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's kind of crazy to even think about. Like, I think about like what you were talking about. Where you're at the teaching some of them the drive stage. But it kind of made me think about like when my dad was trying to teach me, and he was like guys can be we're very nonchalant.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, but not really paying attention. So I remember he told me to like turn into a complex. I was going probably like 40 miles per hour.
Oh.
But he didn't tell me to brake. So I just turned into this joint. And you know what I'm saying? Wow. But I was like, but it made me think, I'm not necessarily looking forward to, teaching these little boogers how to drive.
Like I said, bro, I'm traumatized. I am traumatized by
Man.
that experience. I'm telling you.
Wow. All right.
Man, I believe it, man.
Yeah, my experience was, I mean, actually, my parents didn't even try. They just sent me straight to a school.
Oh,
I learned from a teacher. Good morning, Deborah. So two things. One, Facebook is having a problem, so the comments are not going to come up on screen. So whoever, if you comment, I'll just repeat it. I'll say it because I'm on Facebook watching, as well as for whatever reason. So when I send out links to come on the show, somehow I don't know how I forget to put it in Messenger for Pastor. I want to make it known because I did it twice and it's not looking good. I love Pastor McCory being on the show and I like him being on every single day. So I do not want to lose him. But for whatever reason, I forgot to put it in the Messenger app. Because I sent Kaneem email. I sent it to Wesley like through the text. But you do something automatic so much that it kind of can slip your mind. So I forgot to put it in there. So I'm gonna try to get more of an automatic way to send it.
Yeah,
directly.
I'm glad my link worked because for some reason I was like, man, watch me click on this thing and it not work or whatever.
Yes,
but
indeed,
it came all the way through, so that's good. Yeah, who's that, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh,
is that what's?
Hey, Mama McCory.
What's up, Mama McCory?
Miss
She's still here, right? She ain't left yet.
No, she here on Monday. I put all the business in the street like that. Hey, Miss Yvonne said mine went off to college. She said I cried. Oh, I know that's a big time. So listen, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Yeah. So I did lessons at home. I'm not at home. Through a teacher. They had like the dual control car. What's up, Richard?
Oh yeah, with the brakes on both sides.
Yeah, brake. So and we kept it slow. Like I did real talk. And honestly, because I learned through a teacher, it's like I'm taking what I learned from her and teaching it the same way to my kids. I didn't touch the accelerator until maybe like the second lesson. The first lesson, don't touch the accelerator. Just get familiar with the brake. She's like, don't touch the accelerator. Just, how I coast, just let it coast. Just let it go.
Yeah.
And for me though, like I was more like your son, Kaneem. Like I was, like not all excited. I was like, all right. For me, I took it as a big responsibility. Like you said, okay, so you want me to look here? And then you want me to look here? You want me to look here? How many times you want me to look here? 2 times? 3 times? You know what I'm saying? Like you hear? Like there was the radio didn't exist for me. I don't mess with the radio over on this side. Okay, so here, hold my hands like this. Right. Like that was me. Like this. Okay, like that. Okay, because I remember I finally got my license. I'm driving with my dad, and I'm like this the whole time. He's like, son, you gonna relax? I was like, he said, relax. I said, okay, I am relaxed. I brought my shoulders down. I am relaxed. Yeah. So it was. Listen, for me, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't heavy on that pedal. I was more on the brake. So, oh man. So, but I don't. In my mind, I'm hoping. But thinking about what you said, Kaneem, because my daughter is like more hyped to drive than my son. Prayerfully, she listens. Like she'll hear everything. Listen, this is the brake, and that's But like I said, from the teacher, I'm not gonna even let it touch the accelerator. Don't touch the accelerator. Just don't. You just gonna cruise. That's the brake. Hit the brake.
Like I say, man, the feeling is real. She spoiled it for my youngest boy.
I know, right.
He got to go to school and learn too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he did good.
Right.
But I got to give it to both y'all. Both y'all got to get this class and get that out the way because I'm pretty sure once they get their little permits, they're gonna be really wanting to drive.
They coming through West. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir.
All right, you going, brother? Okay.
Yeah. He can come on for a minute. Richard said His first lesson was an hour and 30 minutes. He said
Oh.
within 45 minutes, what? I was driving in rush hour.
Oh
Like,
no,
I've
no,
been driving I've been driving for years. Wow. Yeah,
no,
like I didn't get on. My teacher didn't take me on the highway. Like,
no.
no, we don't
They,
do
they
the highway.
usually don't.
Yeah, you got to figure that out.
Yeah, they usually don't.
You got the basics. Not try the highway.
Hey, my oldest boy was kind of easy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. We started driving, blah 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 blah. You know, I mean, we went through the neighborhood. We didn't
Right.
go. We just like we found kind of like and we went in the middle of the day in the summer.
Okay.
So it was kind of like, wasn't a whole lot going on. Everybody was where they was gonna be because we get up early, like 9, 10 o'clock,
Right.
and then we just hit the neighborhoods.
Right.
Our little cul-de-sac, go down there, turn around,
Okay.
go to the stop sign, turn around, because it was like we had a cul-de-sac on one end and a cul-de-sac on the other end.
Right.
So it was just easy for you to turn around, go to the cul-de-sac, start out just being comfortable in the car.
Okay.
But my youngest boy, when we decided we was going to drive yesterday, he jumped in the driver's seat in front of the house. Like we finna drive to the school because I already told him we was going to the school. I said, man, I'm not letting you drive nowhere. And it's I think it was 4:15, 4:30. Rush hour? No,
Right.
with all these
Right.
cars?
You ain't ready.
Oh no, you won't be doing that. But he was, I gave it to him. He was ready. But he didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know nothing.
That's good.
But and then what really tipped me out, we was in a car I just bought from the auction.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm at discount tire now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on my appointment. I say, because old buddy like, you can come back at 11:15. I was like, I'm not driving on this donut no more than what I got to.
Right.
I'm gonna stay right here till 11:15.
Right.
I'm good.
Good.
I got Netflix. I got my tablet. I'm in the car. He said, "Oh, you can stay in the car?" I said, "Yeah, I stay in the car. I'm watching me a movie. Once the podcast over with.
Right.
Watch something. I'm good.
It ain't going nowhere.
I'm good. I ain't gotta do no work till 1 o'clock."
Oh man. So okay. So what have you I gotta get my brain back. Reading text. So with the kids, we're driving, doing that. What else have you seen? Anything interesting in the news that you caught your attention this week?
Oh, I was actually, because I know it was Freestyle Friday.
Okay.
The wife was talking to me about Biden this morning sending all that money to the Ukraine when we got all these hot gas prices and we got baby formula that we missing and all that. So I told her, I was like, well, I mean, that is true, but you know what I'm saying? Biden is like we the big brothers of the world. So whenever
and that's kind of how I look at it. Because at first I was like that. Like, was it talking with your wife about it?
Yeah, just morning. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So I was kind of like your wife at first. Like, I'm like, man, all that money going all over the place. But I feel like if we are so in debt and beholden to China, we need as many friends as possible. We need to make sure we have as many allies as possible. Like, and I then I feel like, low key, we kind of, get resources from these places by giving money. Like if you was like, think about it, if you was like struggling about to lose your house, I come through, here you go. You paid up for 6 months. Like, think about the level of in debt you feel to me. Like, I'm not even holding over your head, but it's like, brother, whatever you need. Just like whatever you need.
It's a favor that's in your pocket for life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Like, so I always think about that's how we stay a superpower. Like, we may be in debt, but we've been a blessing to so many people. It's like, y'all like I'm calling in my favor. Like, I'm calling in my favor. I need some help with, so I'm sure that's how we stay connected, you know, because we give our money so much to everywhere and do so much for everybody else. And granted, I don't like it because it's a lot of money, but I don't think we can stay completely safe if we just kept to ourselves. You know, granted, we're over here, we're away from, you know, the rest of the continents, but we still got South America and we got Canada above us. You know, like, and so either one of them, Canada seems like they don't want no problems. But down there in South America, yeah, they like, give us enough. We'll charge the border for you. You know, like, we'll head towards the wall, you know. So I think that's, we make sure South America stays where they at. So,
Yeah. Hey, I got a funny one on a lighter note, right? Talk about Biden.
Okay.
So this is by Reuters. A member of the U.S. President Joe Biden's advanced security team has been arrested in Seoul, Korea, for being drunk and assaulting a Korean citizen.
Wow.
This is the advanced team.
Right.
So y'all supposed to be going to make sure everybody's straight. And you was drunk and you done beat up a Korean citizen.
That's scary.
Hey, and now the president ain't even got there yet.
Right. You supposed to be making sure it's straight for him.
Now the president of the United States got to have a conversation about your drunk tail.
Right.
Where my boy at? I told that fool. And you know he always drunk. You ain't
let's keep it real. Anybody that he just got caught this time. He just got caught. He messed up. He always, you know.
First time. All your whole crew expects you to be the drunk one.
Exactly. He just timed it wrong this time.
No, what he did was he hit that little Korean lady.
Right, that too.
Right.
Instead of going back to the hotel, he got into a fight.
That little Korean lady wasn't taking his advances. And he's like, oh, no.
Right.
Poor thing.
Oh, let me, hold on. Let's see. Oh, man. So yeah, that's funny. So today, right, I was, my wife, she, on Steve Harvey's show, because I wasn't really listening, but she directed me to it. They had Ben Crump, you know, the lawyer.
Oh, okay.
The super lawyer. That's and he was just talking about the Buffalo situation. And how, you know, and kind of like the same lines where they talking about when we're gonna start suing the gun manufacturers, you know, because of how do they get into the hands of young boys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, to me, I get it. You hear a lot of the same every time there's an act of violence, you know, with guns. And this one is even more tragic. You know, well, it's all of it's tragic. Let me not lessen the others. You know, this just was a racially motivated tragedy.
The most recent tragedy.
Right, the most recent tragedy. And you always hear the same rhetoric about, you know, going after the gun manufacturers and the gun makers and changing the laws and all of that good stuff. I think my only qualm that I have sometimes is to make the big speeches, you know, on shows and things like that, but there's never a lot of call to action. You know, like what do you want me to do? What's my move? You know, what can I do from where I stand to make the difference besides voting? You know, voting is good, but who am I voting for? You know, it's like unless there's a politician directly saying this is what I'm going to do about guns. You know, these are the laws that I'm putting forward to do something about guns, you know, that we can see. And that's what I was talking about, like even the beginning of the week, having statistics on what these politicians are doing, knowing what direction they vote, you know, things that they actually show up for. Because, you know, there's the no votes as well. Like, how many times have you actually voted? How many times you actually there to do your job?
Today is the last day to vote.
Yes, today early
voting.
Let's see. Yes, so yeah, it's and definitely, the voting makes a difference. But what more can we do, right? Like now I get some of the call to actions like, hey, flood this senator's phone line, email him, and tell him to vote a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like I get those. Those are great. Those are probably like one of the best because anybody can do it from any place, from your big house to a little house. As long as I got internet connection, I'm on it because everybody got a phone. So those help, but what else? What more can we do? What action plans need to take place? I get some of the marching, but like, what is between the letters and emails and phone calls and the marching? What's between there? Like, what action can we take to really make a difference? What can we do together to make a difference? And I'm actually posing the question. Like, I don't have an answer. I don't. Like, but I'm posing it because I want us to begin to let me my Facebook so I can, just in case somebody says something. I want us to have these conversations because I want to get to an answer, and I want to be a part of that answer. And these conversations help. But I want more. What is it more that each one of us can do?
You know what, brother? I agree with everything you said, and the question that you asked is definitely a difficult question to answer. But I think the laws, like for instance, it may have changed and I don't know about it, but I know when you apply or when you want to purchase a firearm, it usually takes 7 days for them to run a background check or whatnot, make sure you are eligible to purchase a firearm.
Right.
It might be longer than that now, but I knew it was 7 days.
Right.
So I look at it like this. It take you less time to get a gun than it take you to get a passport.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It take you at least some weeks.
Right.
Even if you expedite it, that's still 2 to 4 weeks that you gotta wait and get your passport. And this allows you to go all across the world.
Right.
Why wouldn't you make it about the same? At least 4 to 8 weeks before you get your firearm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That way I get to go all up in and if it's if you got to go through the FBI check and all that, that give me a chance to check all your social media. I give me a chance to check all your past history. I need to know who your mama is, who your daddy is. Do they got a history of being what's not terroristic, but do they have a history of being radical?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just if and it should be like that. Well, maybe that might be a little too far.
Right.
You probably shouldn't be held accountable for what your parents did.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I
agree.
That might be a little too far. You know what I'm saying?
I can't help if my parents were in some militia trying to take down the government. Like I can't help that. Like
but if you co-sign it when you were 18-year-old, 20-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you got the legal age to purchase,
yes,
and you have those type of comments, messages, and something like that, and we see it, and that's a red flag that you don't need a gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a lot more other laws that you have that take a longer time and are less lethal.
Yeah.
Than a firearm.
Yeah.
I mean, it take you all this time. I'm like,
I agree.
Why a week? Why just a week?
Right.
Why don't we give y'all a month and a half to go through everything? Where you went to school at? Was you ever expelled for anything? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just my opinion, though.
Because now they signed a law that you don't have to have a permit to carry.
In Georgia and Texas. So no more concealed weapons.
There's actually there's 20 states. I don't have a list of them, but 20 states that allow
no concealed weapons
carry. Yeah, you don't
permit. So and that's gonna make the police more leery, because anybody can have a gun because you ain't got to have a permit. And your gun could be in your pocket. It could be on your ankle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It could be on your back. You don't know where it's gonna be at.
Right.
So police got to be a little bit more cautious to protect themselves.
Definitely.
I mean, now you going? It's like the Wild Wild West in Houston.
Right.
You catch dying left and right. You know, you going in the Kroger, you going in the clubs, you going. I mean, just because the bouncer say he checked you, don't mean he checked you properly.
Right.
You feel me? Like you might get shot at the amusement park.
Wow.
And you don't know where you might be at.
Right.
It's legal for you to carry a gun anywhere on your person.
Right.
I can put it anywhere.
Right.
If I want to put it between my legs where you can't really see it,
You can't feel that. Right. Yeah.
It's legal to do that.
Yeah. I don't believe the guns with everybody having one, because there's a lot of volatile people. People that just don't take much, for them to get crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up. I appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. Another edition of Brothers of Legacy. We definitely will be on next week on Monday. Listen, I appreciate you guys for always being here, sharing, letting everybody know that we're in the building, as well as coming through all week long, supporting us. And if it's your first time here, appreciate you for watching. We're a little more organized. Just Friday, I just kind of like keep it light, talk about what's going on. Right. Said, should teachers and pastors start carrying guns just in case? I mean, I know some pastors that have.
Right. As long as they don't say nothing, it's legal.
Right.
You ain't supposed to have a gun on school property.
School ground. Right.
Churches, I don't think it matters.
No, but it's up to the church. It's up to the church. So,
I mean, but the church can't prosecute you. You feel what I'm saying?
They can probably keep you out. They may be able to keep you out
if they know about it.
Yeah. All right. If they know.
I'm saying if you go at a school and you accidentally get found out,
right.
You going to jail.
Right. Indeed. All right, my peoples. I appreciate you guys for being here. Always supporting. We look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. As always, know that we love you. God loves you more. Continue to stay safe. Do the right thing. And tell someone that you haven't told in a long time, may it be a relative or a friend. Tell them that you love them. All right? Because life is short and tomorrow is not promised. All right? So continue to stay safe. Do the right thing. And we'll see you on Monday. Peace out. As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for hanging, being with us. Sharing is caring.